God is bigger than your giants. Find out how God can defeat the giants in your life in this episode of 5 Minutes Closer. I'm Vaughn Weatherford, and this is 5 Minutes Closer. For the next 5 minutes, let's explore some biblical truths and apply them to your life. No podcast, including this one, can transform your life or give you what you really need. Only Jesus can do that. You can find out why in what I've called the first five episodes of 5 Minutes Closer. Each following episode explores scriptural truths that, if you follow them, will bring you 5 minutes closer to the person God created you to be. Let's see if we can get you 5 minutes closer. We serve a God who does big things. Sometimes we forget that. The people of Israel saw God do big things, and they tended to forget. They saw God deliver them from Egypt. They saw God part the Red Sea. They saw God provide water and food in the desert and much more. Now they faced one more challenge, going into the Promised Land. They hadn't traveled through the wilderness just for a nice walk. They were there to enter the land that God had promised them. But you know the story. Israel sent 12 spies into the land, one from each of the tribes. 10 came back with terrible stories. The cities are too big, they're too well fortified, the armies are too powerful, the walls are too tall, we just can't go in. 2 of the spies, Joshua and Caleb, came back with the same stories, but with a different conclusion. The people of Israel could do whatever God empowered them to do. The reports from the spies sent in to scout the Promised Land admittedly were not good. The account is found in Numbers chapter 13, beginning with verse 27. And they told him, "We came to the land to which you sent us. It flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. However, the people who dwell in the land are strong, and the cities are fortified and very large. And besides, we saw the descendants of Anak there." The spies apparently stretched the truth in some of their reports in Numbers chapter 13, beginning with verse 31. Then the people who had gone up with him said, "We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we are." So they brought to the people of Israel a bad report of the land that they had spied out, saying, "That land through which we have gone to spy it out is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people that we saw in it are of great height." The words used for bad report imply that the spies were not completely accurate in what they said. By the end of their report in verse 33, the people in the land are giants and the people of Israel are only grasshoppers in comparison. Their lack of faith led to faulty analysis, paralysis, and ultimately to defeat. Turning around and going back through the wilderness would have been suicide, but in their lack of faith, they were not thinking clearly. We must not make the same mistake. 2 of the spies, Caleb and Joshua, had a different take on the information they had obtained. Entering the Promised Land would be a big task, but God is bigger. Their account is found in Numbers chapter 14, beginning with verse 6. And Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, who were among those who spied out the land, tore their clothes and said to all the congregation of the people of Israel, "The land which we passed through to spy it out is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land that flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not fear the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their protection is removed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them." Caleb and Joshua said the same thing as the other spies, plus one more thing: the Lord is with us. Knowing that, they were willing to go against the will even of the other 10 spies to go into the land and face any giant. As long as they knew God was with them, it would be all right. We can know the same thing. Whatever you face in your life, your God is bigger. You can live confidently in the God who is bigger than your giants, because now you're 5 minutes closer. My prayer is that these 5 minutes have challenged you, inspired you, and caused you to consider applying God's message for your life from His Word. To find out more, visit our website at 5minutescloser.com. Join me next time to see if we can get you 5 minutes closer.